India's Defense Research and Development Organization recently issued a direct statement to the world. They are now fully prepared to test and deploy the Agni-6. To understand the weight of that statement, we have to look at India's current defense posture. Officially, their long-range security depends on the Agni-V, a missile classified only as an intermediate-range ballistic missile. This 5,000-kilometer radius defines India's current reach, a range calculated to cover China and address regional threats. But experts believe the Agni-V can actually travel 9,000 kilometers, a range India intentionally downplays to avoid diplomatic friction with Europe. For closer threats, the military relies on shorter-range systems like the BrahMos. These are highly effective for border security and localized defense. While this arsenal protects the immediate neighborhood, it leaves a gap in India's defense. In an age of global alliances, a regional deterrent cannot stop a threat coming from half a world away. Effective deterrence requires a specific equation. You need both the nuclear warhead and a delivery system that is guaranteed to reach its destination. Recent conflicts prove that even advanced air defense networks are fallible. No system has demonstrated a perfect interception rate against a sustained missile barrage. We have seen rogue drones and missiles bypass these high-tech shields, striking targets near some of the world's most recognizable landmarks. Because no defense is absolute, a nation only gains true security when it possesses the capability to strike back at any adversary anywhere on Earth. The Agni-6 marks India's move toward true intercontinental status. To see the difference, we have to look past the old 5,000-kilometer boundary. At a range of 10,000 kilometers, the threat ring expands to cover all of Europe, Russia, and the African continent. If the final specifications reach 12,000 kilometers, India's reach extends across both oceans to include nearly all of North America. This distance requires a missile to leave the atmosphere entirely, navigate the vacuum of space, and survive the intense heat of re-entry to hit a target on a different continent. This expansion of range redraws the geopolitical map. It moves India beyond its regional sphere and places every major world capital within its potential strike zone. Successfully deploying an ICBM places a nation in an incredibly exclusive group of global powers. The United States maintains its reach with the Minuteman III, which covers 14,000 kilometers. Russia's Sarmat missile pushes even further, with a stated range of 18,000 kilometers, capable of hitting any point on Earth. China's Dongfeng series reaches 15,000 kilometers, providing the capability for mutually assured destruction in any conflict with the West. Even heavily sanctioned nations, like North Korea, view ICBM technology as their ultimate shield against foreign military intervention. For India, the Agni-6 is the technical requirement to join this tier of global military influence. If the technology is ready, the question remains, why hasn't the Indian government conducted a public test flight? It is a matter of timing. Testing a missile that can reach the United States mainland often brings intense diplomatic pressure and heightened scrutiny from Western intelligence agencies. Intelligence chiefs likely already recognize India's capability, but a public test forces an official international response that cannot be ignored. When that test eventually happens, it will trigger an immediate global media reaction as major networks broadcast the launch to a worldwide audience. Every major news outlet will be forced to reevaluate India's military status and explain this new level of reach to their viewers. The Agni-6 serves as a strategic final layer of defense. Once tested, it ensures that India no longer relies on regional proximity for its security, but possesses the specific capability needed to deter any power on the planet.